After the whistle starts in Brockway, where Penn Cambria quarterback Brady Jones sends it over to Grant Guides, who fights off the Brockway defense to hold onto the ball. Let's take another look at that play in slow motion. Jones scans the field and lofts it up. The Rovers almost got the interception, but Guides was able to guide it down and maintain possession for the Panthers. Hello and welcome back to After the Whistle. State playoffs are officially here for many teams across District 6 football as district championships wrap up. Plus, the start of high school hockey is hitting the ice across the state. Live from University Park, I'm Allie Winskowski.
And I'm Massimo Manfro. We've also got you covered with Penn State Wrestling's season opener, as well as Penn State football's face-off against Michigan State for the land-grant trophy. After the Whistle starts now. We kick our state playoff coverage with Bishop Guilfoyle taking on Juniata Valley for the District 6 1A championship. Both teams enter tonight's clash 10-2 with their seasons on the line. Marauders already up 21-0 early in the second quarter. Defensive back Tyson Listoki picks this one off and takes it to the house. BG up 28-0. But Listoki wasn't done. In the second quarter, he hauls this pass in from Justin Wheeler for his second score of the night. BG up an impressive 35-0. Later into the second quarter, Wheeler fires up the seam for Evan Sivinger for another score. BG up 49-0 entering the half. The Marauders would go on to win 62-6, taking home the District 1A title. Juniata Valley's season ends at 10-3, while Bishop Guilfoyle will face Westinghouse in the quarterfinals next week. Our Game of the Week reporter Emily Saplee was at Mansion Park tonight to witness the showdown. Emily?
Yeah, Massimo, tonight was all Bishop Guilfoyle. They dominated both sides of the ball, which led to their big victory. This was Bishop Guilfoyle's second consecutive 1A district championship win.
I thought I played good. I think defense, I played really good. I just knew what they were running just from watching a lot of film. And offensive-wise, when I got the chance, I tried to do the best I could. Our team played amazing. I think every week we've improved in the district, and I think we're going to keep on improving, and I think today we just played amazing, lights out.
Last year, Bishop Guilfoyle went on to win the state championship. This year, they look to keep that same momentum. Coach Justin Wheeler says the team may have been overlooked.
I'm sure people picked us to win the district title this year because we lost so many really great players who are in college right now. So I think they wanted to leave their mark.
So picture this. It was halftime here. And remember, this was a district championship game, and Bishop Guilfoyle went up 49-0, which meant that there was a running clock in the second half. The entire game only took about 2 hours.
This season was quarterback Justin Wheeler's first time starting under his father, Coach Justin Wheeler.
For a dad, it's everything you've ever wanted. And being a football guy, just dream someday your son would be playing football, and he happens to be the quarterback. So I think he did a great job, and I'm really proud of him.
The young signal caller led his team to a victory, accounting for 4 of the 9 touchdowns tonight.
It's a great feeling. He's always there, supporting me, helps me in all these ways. It's just a great feeling, when you do something with your dad, it's just great.
Bishop Guilfoyle beat Westinghouse 56-15 last year in the playoffs. And next week, we will have that matchup again. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Emily. The Bellefonte Red Raiders try to keep their postseason hopes alive just a week after riding the high of beating Juniata for the first time since 2010. But first, they must face the undefeated Shamokin Indians. Shamokin looks ready for a fight on their run out. But the very first play of the game, Shamokin's running back Zakeem Clinton breaks through the line of scrimmage for a big gain that sets up an Indians touchdown early. Later in the first, Ashton Howell scrambles out of the pocket and takes it himself. He puts his helmet down and powers his way through the defense, makes the last man miss but gets caught up on the turf monster and goes down just shy of the end zone.
You never know when the turf monster is going to strike.
You really don't. Logan Steele this time seemed a little jealous of that run and decided to show Bellefonte his true colors. He takes it up the far side, then cuts back through the defense, making them look like a bunch of deer in headlights. He gets almost home free, but tripped up on the red zone. Shamokin's run game would win the night, but ends Bellefonte's playoff dreams 42-13. Bellefonte finishes at 6-7, while Shamokin continues their undefeated season. They'll play Southern Lehigh in the state quarterfinals.
The State College Little Lions hit the ice Thursday night to face the Somerset Golden Eagles. State College comes into this matchup undefeated. Both teams warm up before the puck drops in Pagula Ice Arena. Late in the first, an assist from Ryan Dolphin to Alex Chobody gives State High the lead 3-0 going into the second period.
What dominant offense.
And if you think you're seeing double, you're not, as Dolphin would hit Chobody again for the second goal between them and State High's fourth goal of the night. Just chemistry all across there. Now straight out of the face-off, State High's Oliver Brumberg swipes it away, takes it coast to coast across the rink for a swift and easy goal to extend their lead. The Little Lions would shut out Somerset 5-0, keeping their undefeated season alive. State High moves to 6-0, while Somerset falls to 3-3.
The State College Little Lions football team is looking to make a deep playoff run as they enter round 1 of the 6A state playoffs. Our reporter Will Saltzman has more.
State College looks to continue a dominant playoff run after cruising through the regular season, as the Little Lions enter this matchup 9-2 on the year. Leading the offense is senior running back Deontay Sheffy, who has dominated the running game this season for State High. He's averaging 136 rushing yards per game and currently sits at number 3 in total rushing yards at the state 6A level. At the helm of the offense is sophomore quarterback Connor Kolka, who took over in the first game of the season. He's thrown 28 touchdowns, which is the second most in the last 9 years for the team, only behind Eddie Corkery's 38 last year. On defense for the Little Lions, it's a stout secondary led by junior safety A.J. Fry. The 6'2" ball hawk has snatched 7 interceptions on the year, which leads the team through 11 games this season. Kickoff will be at 1 p.m. on Saturday at Milton High School. The winner will move on to the quarterfinals. Reporting for After the Whistle, I'm Will Saltzman.
Sounds like that will be a great playoff game tomorrow.
It absolutely does. Coming up, we'll have some more action from state playoff football. But first, let's look at scores from around the state. Welcome back to After the Whistle. We still have plenty of state playoff football games to cover.
But first, some new updates about how those matchups may look a little different next year. The PIAA released their football classification parameters for the 2026 and 2027 seasons on Tuesday. In District 6, Juniata will move from a 4A school to 3A. Forest Hills and Penn Cambria will both jump down from 3A to 2A. And finally, Bishop McCourt will drop from 2A to single A.
Point for the Panthers.
Now we take to Brockway, where Penn Cambria has their 3A matchup. On the first drive of the game, Penn Cambria's Brady Jones scrambles, avoids tackles, looks downfield to a wide open Grant Guides with nobody around him, and he takes it straight into the end zone.
Nobody even near him.
Panthers go up 7 early in the first. Penn Cambria now on their own 47. Jones throws it deep downfield, looking for Evan Leitner, but Brockway's Colton Kale answers the call and picks it off at the 13-yard line. They wouldn't be able to do much as Penn Cambria would get it back. Jones launches downfield 46 yards into the night, and Guides goes up for it and brings it down in traffic. Penn Cambria continued the dominance the rest of the way, winning 27-0 over Brockway. With the Panthers win, we have ourselves a Cap Bowl as they will face the Sharon Tigers next week in the 3A quarterfinal.
We shift from the gridiron to the ice as Hollidaysburg battles Central Cambria in hopes of getting back in the win column. Hollidaysburg and Central Cambria take the ice for warm-ups, getting ready for puck drop. Heading into the action now as Chase Link snipes this one into the far corner for a Hollidaysburg goal early in the first period to put them ahead 2-0.
Just a great shot right into the corner.
Hollidaysburg Jaden Menser floats the puck over the goaltender's shoulder with just 18 seconds left to give the Golden Tigers the 4-0 lead. They would make it 5-0 with another buzzer beater goal to end that period. But now in the third, Hollidaysburg captains Cole Hartman plays tic-tac-toe with Ty Fitzgerald and Menser tapping the puck into the net after that beautiful passing play.
Just teamwork all around.
Hollidaysburg dominated on both ends of the ice as they would win 9-0 in the shutout. Hollidaysburg improves to 3-2 while Central Cambria falls to 1-3. On Saturday, Bishop McCourt will take on Richland in the District 6 Class 2A Championship. Our reporter Elliot Inshow has more.
Bishop McCourt will look to keep its undefeated season alive against Richland this Saturday. The Crushers are 12-0, most recently defeating Marion Center 33-0 last week. Senior running back John Delia has led the way for the Crushers, rushing for over 1,000 yards and nearly 20 touchdowns. Richland sits at 11-1 this year after defeating Bellwood-Antis 35-13 last week. For the Rams, sophomore quarterback Jacob Regan has thrown for over 2,000 yards and around 30 touchdowns. Richland's only loss on the year came to McCourt in Week 4 when the Crushers beat the Rams 32-12. The winner of Saturday's rematch will advance to the PIAA state playoffs, where they will face either Karn City or Farrell, both of which are 9-2.
That was Elliot Inshow reporting for After the Whistle. Looking forward to that game and more from this weekend's state playoff action.
Absolutely. But coming up, we'll take a look at Penn State football ahead of their Saturday matchup with Michigan State. Plus, we'll recap Penn State Wrestling's season opener against number 18, Oklahoma. The Penn State Nittany Lions travel to face the Michigan State Spartans on Saturday for more than just defending the land-grant trophy, as their postseason hopes are on the line.
Our own Kennedy Rivers was at practice this week. Kennedy, what did you see?
Penn State football is back on the road this weekend after a nail-biting loss to Indiana at home. The Nittany Lions will face Michigan State as they look for their first win since September. After another loss to Indiana on Saturday, Penn State football is focused on their next competition. Coming into tomorrow's game against Michigan State, both teams are 3-6 on the season, and the loser is losing their bowl eligibility.
Honestly, we don't even think back to, all the games that been, everything that happened in the past, we leave it in the past. Now we're in this situation, and all we could do is worry about the now, focus on the now.
The last game against the Spartans, the Nittany Lions had a dominant 42-0 win back in 2023. Although Penn State had a tough loss against the Hoosiers last weekend, interim head coach Terry Smith believes that the team has regained some confidence.
The crowd gave us some energy, gave us momentum, and it made our guys believe a little bit more, and they started to connect and make some plays and gave ourselves a chance.
Michigan State is coming off a bye, but that's not the only challenge the Nittany Lions are facing. With so many questions looming on who the Spartans will start at quarterback, the Nittany Lions prepare with the dual package quarterback system.
Yeah, you got to fully prepare for both. So we have the athletic quarterback package, and then we have the pocket quarterback package. And then just depending on who's in the game, we got a set of calls for each guy, so we'll be prepared for both.
Both teams are fighting for their first win since September and a chance at the postseason. Penn State's record against Michigan State all-time is 19-18-1. You can listen to the game tomorrow on Penn State's Com Radio at 3:30. Here in the studio, I'm Kennedy Rivers for After the Whistle.
Penn State football season might only be a couple more weeks, but there's plenty to look forward to, trying to get a bowl game berth. But Penn State wrestling is just getting started.
Our reporter Massimo Bonagorio has more on the reigning national champion Nittany Lions.
Thanks, Allie. Penn State is coming off of their 4th straight national title, and their expectations have never been higher. Penn State brought their A-game to NCAAs in March, dominating their way to a national title. The Nittany Lions had a historic season last year with 10 All-Americans and 2 national champions, but there are so many other leaders on this team.
Levi Haynes comes to mind. He's a great leader for us just because he's a great competitor, but he treats everybody with love and respect. He's a great kid.
A new season brings a lot of new faces, including 8 true freshmen.
Sometimes we feel kids are ready to go. We've had a lot of success with true freshmen, so I think it's just more based on the situation and the individuals and what you have going on there.
A lot better, maybe even now they're a lot better. So, I look up to them. I don't think they look. I look up more to them than they do to me. They're great wrestlers, great people, and I think they fit in very well.
One of those freshmen is Asher Cunningham from State College, who's fitting in right at home.
Asher, smasher, he's a beast. Love training with him. He's really good. Been kind of trying to wrestle with him a lot more because he's got some good stuff. So.
The Nittany Lions defeated the Oklahoma Sooners tonight 45-0 to extend their dual winning streak to 72. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Massimo. It'll be interesting to see how the rest of their campaign will play out.
Getting off to a great start, shutting out a ranked Oklahoma squad. But let's shift back to high school football. Ryan Gerstenzang has our top 3 plays of the night. Ryan, what'd you see?
Thanks, guys. We saw some great plays from multiple sports tonight. Let's take a look at our top 3. Our number 3 play comes from Hollidaysburg Hockey as Captain Cole Hartman passes the pucks to Fitzgerald, who dumps it back to Jaden Menser, who then goes back to Fitzgerald, and then it's Cole Hartman putting it in the back of the net. A little tic-tac-toe action there. Coming in at number 2, we are going to have Penn Cambria's quarterback, Brady Jones, taking the snap, and then he's going to look deep for wide receiver Grant Guides, who comes down with the contested catch right there, out-muscling the defense, standing up victorious. And our top play of the week comes from Schmoken's quarterback Logan Steele, who takes the ball, runs to the left, and then slices up the Red Raiders defense as he finds some open field and takes the ball all the way to the 7-yard line. Look at him run. I know that team is smoking hot. Now, from the rink down to the field, there were some outstanding plays. Back to Massimo and Allie at the desk.
That's going to do it for us this week on After the Whistle. For more updates about our show and our coverage of games, follow us on X, TikTok, and Instagram at ATWPSU. I'm Massimo Manfra.
And I'm Allie Winskowski. Tune in next week for more highlights from around District 6 and, of course, Penn State football, right here on After the Whistle.